Deserted streets, roads destroyed by craters from Russian missiles and constant shelling. This is how one of the frontline cities in the Donetsk region lives.
Siversk is 7 kilometers from the front line, and the locals say there is no quiet here, but people still remind here to live. There was shelling tonight. You know, it's hard, but we are already used to live without electricity, without gas, without water.
Before the start of a full-scale invasion, about 8,000 people lived here. During the 11 months of Russian attacks, 80% of the residents of community were evacuated.
The situation is difficult. There are constant shelling. They are finishing off the infrastructure that has not yet been destroyed, and now they are destroying it completely. The community is now a home to 1,500 people, 60 children.
To avoid a large crowd of people, several address points for the issuance of humanitarian aid were organized in the city. They are located so that there are no queues and you do not have to spend a lot of time on the road. Despite the proximity of the front, municipal services continue to operate in the city. Fresh bread is brought here daily and the locals are supplied with all means of heating. The regional administration helps the community with fuel for trucks.
Today is the second car that delivers on this route. In every house where we do not deliver firewood, we deliver pallets. To date, 300 tons have already been transported. That is, 300 families have received these pallets from the Red Cross. Today we brought medicines for children. As the cold has come, the temperature is -15, -10. In Siversk, there are still families with children who are at the front line.
As a result of constant shelling, there were casualties among civilians and doctors. Russian shells damaged more than 80% of the entire city infrastructure. Now there is a catastrophic shortage of doctors here. The only family doctor for the whole community remained to work.
We at least the essentials are there. I had adrenaline, I have antibiotics, I have painkiller. Adrenaline for the heart? Yes, you know, in my life for 43 years I use it only twice. There is dexamethasone, which help with allergies, with pulmonary edema.
Despite the supply of everything necessary to the community, the military administration says that it is not safe to live in Siversk and the residents are urged to evacuate. Reported by Olena Hramova, UATV News.